This video is protected by the Fair Use Act of 1976, as well as the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1787, Title 18, 8 U.S.C. 1, 3, 2, 4, the Treaty of Madrid 1880, and UCC 1-308.
A new character, Yoyo, in capitis minutio nolo, appellation in all red ink lowercase letters, and a whole bunch of Moorish sovereign citizen Article 3 Al Moroccan Doo Hickey, goes shopping. But she realizes that she has only Moorish dolarium to pay for her clothes.
My new outfit is going to cost 200 dolarium, and I don't think this store accepts Moorish dolarium, our fiduciary money based on silver and gold, like the Moro Mart does. What, in the Doo Hickey, should I do? I know. I'll just stick it to the colonizers, for colonizing our ancestral homeland of Northwest Amexem, if I can't pay in dolarium.
My child, this is your prophet, noble Drawali, from up above. My child, if you intend to buy something, you must pay in the currency that the store accepts, and do not insist on paying with dolarium. If you pay in dolarium, this situation will not end up in your favor. My child, go to the ATM and withdraw Federal Reserve notes, regardless of whether you believe them to be a debt and a fraud, or not. I command you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Are you ready to check out?
Yes, please.
Okay, that's $25 for the sweater, $20 for the black skirt, $20 for the dark blue skirt, $35 for the jacket, $30 for the shoes, and $60 for the jewelry. That makes $199 with tax. How would you like to pay?
I don't have $199 in Federal Reserve notes.
We can take credit cards.
How about dolarium? They have a 1-to-1 exchange rate.
Unfortunately, that is the currency that we do not accept.
Why, in the Doo Hickey, can't you take dolarium?
It is against our corporate policy. Why, in the Doo Hickey, can't you pay with Federal Reserve notes or with a credit card?
Federal Reserve notes are a debt and a fraud on our ancestral homeland of Northwest Amexem. Credit cards are based on Federal Reserve notes, also a debt and a fraud.
What, in the Doo Hickey, do you expect me to do about that? I don't make the corporate policy.
I would have gone to Moro Mart, where I know that they accept dolarium for payment, but they do not have any of the clothes in my size. Most of the clothes still available are too big for me. Almost everything else is out of stock, and they won't get a shipment in for at least a few days.
Maybe you should just bite the bullet, go to the ATM, and withdraw some Federal Reserve notes and come back to pay for the clothes.
I want to put a lien on you. And this store as well.
My child, this is your prophet noble Drawali, once again. My child, please stop with the foolishness of paying only by dolarium. You are making the situation worse for yourself. The dolarium versus Federal Reserve notes argument is not what Moorish science is about. Pay for your clothes with Federal Reserve notes. I command you.
Amigos USA. Amigos USA. Brother, my brother, you are in a heap of trouble with the Moorish Science Temple. Amigos USA. Amigos USA. Picking on poor Moabites, just trying to conduct financial transactions by the dolarium, backed by silver and gold. That's our fiduciary money, because your strawman corporational company Federal Reserve notes are a debt and a fraud on our indigenous ancestral homeland of Northwest Amexem. Amigos USA. Amigos USA. I am going to put a lien on you. Do you hear that, Amigos USA? A lien. Oh, and please buy one of my law classes. Only $125 per session. Hey, Luna, do a super chat. Don't just talk about it. Do it. Meanwhile, in a courtroom in downtown Strawmanville. All right, now, we are here in my court. Who, in the Doo Hickey, is next? State your name for the record, sir. My name is granted to the court, in confidence. Tah-day. For future return of my interest. Tah-day. Tah-day. Boy, quit playing with me. Let me steal your name, so that I can bankroll this court transaction. I don't have time for your Article 3 Alma Rock and Doo Hickey today. Now, I'm going to ask you again. What is your name? Who are you? State your name for the record. My appellation is Venti Sized Water Bey, ex-relation authorized user for Javaar Grayson.
A Venti Sized Water?
What, in the Doo Hickey, did you say that your name is? My appellation is Venti Sized Water Bey, authorized user ex-relation for Javaar Grayson.
Okay, Mr. Venti Sized Water Bey, or however you say it. Tell me this.
Where do you stay? I live in my body. I live in my skin. When I jump out, you jump in.
I don't know, Your Honor.
Boy, tell me. What does your family call you?
But my family calls me Lil D. And the T stands for dangerous. I blow up. Boom!
You think that you're slick. Where do you receive your mail?
I don't receive my mail. I go pick up my mail at the post office. Doesn't everybody do that? As in general mail.
Okay, Mr. Authorized User, or whatever you say. If and when you catch your boy, you tell him his bond is 500, 5 of the C notes.
Judge, Your Honor, don't do me like that. Tah-day. Tah-day. Objection.
Objection to what? State your ground, son.
On the grounds that your air quotes are injuries to me. I'm Venti Sized Water Bey, authorized user ex-relation, Javaar Grayson. UCC 1-308. All rights reserved.
Bailiff?
Hold that thought, Judge. I have my man bonding me out. Tah-day. Tah-day. I'm going to assign that bond to the prosecutor, all right? And get us out of here. Tah-day. Tah-day.
Interesting, Mr. Authorized User. Prosecutor, what do you have to say?
Your Honor, I have no idea what the sovereign citizen is talking about. But I would like to withdraw quickly. I don't even think we have a discovery for this guy.
Oh, I bet you do want to dismiss the case. This case is said.
Venti Sized Water Bey.
Get out of here. I do not have time for you authorized users today. Mr. Venti Sized Water.
Well said. Tah-day, Judge.
Hit the like button.
Okay, maybe I can get some Federal Reserve notes here. Oh, no. It's out of order. Why, in the Doo Hickey, is it out of order? If I can't get the Federal Reserve notes, it's time to take matters a step further.
Warning, please do not attempt the action that the Plotagon character Yoyo is about to make. It can get you into deep trouble.
I tried to get Federal Reserve notes, but the ATM is out of order. I think a strawman corporational company colonizer pulled the Ethernet plug. That's why I can't connect to the Amexem bank.
You can still pay by credit card.
How about this? A couple of C notes.
What, in the Doo Hickey are these supposed to be? These are C notes, but not with Benjamin Franklin. They're not even green.
What, in the Doo Hickey, do you mean? That should be enough to cover the cost of the clothes.
The C notes you gave me are orange and have the portrait of Light to Jerry Bay.
All rise and stand. This is an Article 3 Al-Moroccan consular court action. Stand and remain standing, so that you can hear and obey the commands of the living justices. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Keep the change.
Hey, come back with those clothes. The C notes you gave me are fake. Security.
Hello, ma'am. I am responding to a shoplifting call. How can I help?
Some Article 3 Moorish sovereign citizen made off with $199 of clothes.
Did she try to pay for them?
Yes, with Moorish dolarium.
Why, in the Doo Hickey, would she pay for clothes, using dolarium?
She would not pay with credit card, and had no access to Federal Reserve notes.
Did you get a good look at her?
Yes, she is of dark complexion, has blonde braids, wears a turquoise headscarf, light blue sweater and long beige skirt.
Okay, ma'am. I think we should be able to find her.
The loss prevention officer managed to find Yoyo, kidnapped her and took her to the detention cell in the Strawmanville Mall.
Officer, I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling lightheaded. I asked for water, and no one brought me water.
Do you need water?
Yes, I need water.
Do you also need the paramedics?
Yes, but I will need some water in the meantime.
The loss prevention department needs to arrest you right now.
What, in the Doo Hickey, did I do?
Attempting to pay for goods with counterfeit money.
I am being detained under color of law.
You were using counterfeit money as genuine. That is the main reason that you are being detained.
I know my rights. I do not understand why I am being detained, and I do not consent to being detained.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No. I really need water.
Yoyo had her water. She calmed down a bit, but only just so.
Do you have ID on you?
I have my Moorish right to travel ID card. I was not driving, officer. I was traveling.
Ma'am, you are being detained by reason of retail theft, by use of payment with counterfeit money used as genuine.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
I do not understand. 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 I do not understand.
You will need to give us your Strawman corporational company name. And not your Article 3 Moorish appellation. What is your natural born date?
I don't understand.
The store is looking at their property. If you calm down enough, there is a process that we can go through, and all you will receive today is an infringement notice to appear at a later date in front of a judge.
All I can say is UCC 1308. I know my rights. I'm reserving my rights. Once I have my Moorish Article 3 national rights, I think we will be okay.
Tell me when you're done.
I am not under your jurisdiction. UCC 1308, thank you.
You're misunderstanding the situation. You're inside private property. I am the police. You are not in control of the situation.
I need a legal representative.
We're asking for basic information.
I don't understand the law that you operate under. I am the beneficiary of my trust account. UCC 1308.
Wow. The land of make-believe.
You are holding my property without my explicit consent.
I'm leaving you in here so that you can have some quiet time.
No. I am claustrophobic. I can't stay in here.
I have to do some investigation with my colleagues. We will make sure you are taken care of.
I am the living person of my personal estate, UCC 1308. I do not operate on your color of law. I have studied Black's Law Dictionary, so I know what I am talking about.
Is it the most recent edition of Black's Law Dictionary? What edition did you study? My police force always studies the most recent copy of the Black's Law Dictionary.
Do you know who, in the Doo Hickey, you're speaking to? You are speaking to an Article 3 Moorish Queen, an Al-Moroccan living justice. And I am not under your Strawman corporational company jurisdiction. I do not operate under your color of law. Holding me against my will, with the color of law.
You're just digging a deeper hole for yourself.
No, I'm not, because God will deliver me from this wrongful detention.
My child. This is your prophet once again. My child, the situation has become worse for you, because you foolishly decided to pay for your clothes with delirium. My child, all you can do, is to cooperate with the policy enforcers. Cooperate with the policy enforcers, and all you will have to legally deal with, is an infringement notice. Cooperate with the policy enforcers, my child. I command you.
You holding me here unlawfully is violating Supreme Court laws and Congress laws. I reserve my rights with UCC 1308.
That means nothing.
Your camera footage doesn't show me stealing anything. And you're holding me against my will. I reserve my rights, and you did not understand them. I'm going to put a personal lien on you.
You have not been Mirandized yet.
That's a fake law that you made up.
Since when, in the Doo Hickey, is the Miranda Act a fake act?
The Black's Law Dictionary says so.
It is fake. I read the Black's Law Dictionary. The Black's Law Dictionary does not have the term Miranda is listed. While you're at it, please buy one of my law classes, only $125 per session.
You can't arrest me and think that I don't know what is going on. When I get done with you, I'm going to put a lien on you, your loss prevention department, the entire department store and the management of the Strawmanville Mall.
You sure can talk.
How do you know I was stealing?
I don't have to show you anything.
So how, in the Doo Hickey, do you know that I was stealing?
You will have to speak to the judge.
When I am done with my paperwork, you will know what I am saying, trust me. The United States of America is a corporation. Gold and silver is the real currency, represented on paper as the dolarium. I paid for my clothes in real money, not fake strawman corporational company Federal Reserve notes.
Wrong!
The United States of America Corporational Company took the real money from us in 1933 and replaced it with a debt and a fraud. Federal Reserve notes are a debt and a fraud, on my indigenous Moorish Aboriginal homeland. I need to go to the hospital.
Okay, I will take you to the hospital. My child, this is your prophet again. Do not fake being sick. Cooperate with the policy enforcers and let them determine if you actually are sick. You put yourself in this situation. Do not act a fool and put yourself in a worse situation than you already are. Cooperate with the policy enforcers. I command you.
I need water.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am here to check your current health status. Is that okay?
Well, it's better than being yelled at by the policy enforcers.
What seems to be the problem?
My morning sickness flare-ups.
Let me get you on the gurney, and I will have my team take you to the hospital. Yoyo was taken to the hospital, where she was in handcuffs. It was determined that she was pregnant, and that explained why she was feeling sick. She had to appear in front of a judge for her economic crime of paying for clothes with Moorish dolarium. She was required to pay her fine in Federal Reserve notes, and not in dolarium.
Stay away from Moorish science. It will ruin your life. Especially with UCC 1308.
My nationality is Moorish.
Hi everyone, do you remember us? We're clones of each other. Getting arrested while intoxicated. To the point of being hypersensitive to noise. So we both need it quiet. Quiet so that we can both hear our ID.
Neither of you need to hear your ID.
My vape is dead. So is mine.
Title 18, 8 USC 1324. Happy New Colonizer Year. One of my New Year's resolutions was to watch more channels other than Fox News. Here's something from the DPRK.
Kwangmyongsong chilho. Need some paisa dao sugong. Yugi bisagi eso. Un is how many to one. Yi summon, shibial shibir, asimnita.
Hit the like button. Also, this is the perfect time to tell people about the Mullen Commission. Everyone should know about the Mullen Commission. The Mullen Commission is formerly known as the City of New York Commission to investigate allegations of police corruption and the anti-corruption procedures of the police department. Former Judge Milton Mullen was appointed in June 1992 by then New York City Mayor David N. Dinkins to investigate corruption in the New York City Police Department. Mullen's mandate was to examine and investigate the nature and extent of corruption in the department, evaluate the department's procedures for preventing and detecting that corruption, and recommend changes and improvements to those procedures. That's pretty much the Mullen Commission in a nutshell. Well, do you all now know about the Mullen Commission? Because of recent legal issues, I cannot sell my trifolds. Hopefully when court adjourns for the day,
You can buy my trifolds. Later, Gator. Lord, 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 I am Lord. Yeah, I am Lord. You're using me to make bleeping thank, mother bleeper. Hey, butthead. Who is, like, this butt munch?
This is, like, Xerox, or something. He tried to, like, stab himself with a stylus. Oh yeah, hey. I heard, like, he stuck a Sharpie pen up his bunghole. Hey. That's, like, disgusting and stuff, Beavis.
You're using me to make bleeping thank, mother bleeper. If anyone tries to make off with the fence material, they will have to deal with my baseball bat. You're using me to make bleeping thank, mother bleeper.
Doing a dam and refusing to brain. And a lot of wordy bitch too.
Moving forward, regardless of form or characteristic. My nationality is Moorish.
And now for some very obvious statements. We're not together. We never were.
Two politicians doing a dam and refusing to brain. And so many wordy bits.
Catch me outside, how about that?
All rise. The Strawmanville District 4B Court is now in session. Presiding is the Honorable Stan Mukadhamanan.
Please be seated. Okay, now we are calling the case of Strawmanville Mall versus Yolanda Latimer. Miss Latimer, could you please provide me the top copy of your advice of rights?
Your Honor, my appellation is Yoyo Latimer Bey. In all lowercase red letters, in capitis diminutio nolo, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio herae des, at this time and at all points in time, appearing by special appearance on behalf of Yolanda Latimer.
I can't proceed with this arraignment without the actual person here.
You are trying to arraign the strawman version of Yolanda Latimer, but I am the natural person who separated from Yolanda Latimer.
If you don't have the strawman version of Yolanda Latimer show up, I will issue a bench warrant for Yolanda Latimer's arrest. I would really recommend that you stop with the Moorish right to travel in strawman versus natural person jabberwocky. It wastes the court's time and the people's taxpayer money. I have many other defendants that need to be arraigned today, so you should really stop with the Article 3 Moorish sovereign citizen Doo Hickey.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who do you have as a counsel?
Saber Bay, in capitis diminutio nolo, in red ink and in all lowercase letters, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio herae des, appearing on behalf of Yoyo Latimer Bey.
What, in the Doo Hickey, are you wearing?
You told me to look lawyerly last time. At least this suit is out of cloth.
You're making a mockery of this court.
To tell you the truth, Your Honor, my original suit with the necktie ended up on the ground somehow, and the cleaners was closed for the day. The only thing I was able to buy at the last minute was what I am wearing now.
Well, we wasted enough time today, we may as well get on with the arraignment. Here are the charges against Yolanda Latimer. Attempt to purchase goods under $200 with counterfeit money. This is a misdemeanor, which will carry a fine of 3 times the value of the property, and a jail sentence not to exceed 90 days. How does your client plead?
Your Honor, my client pleads not guilty.
Your client tried to pay for the clothes using Monopoly Play money. That is not legal tender.
Objection, Your Honor. She was paying by Moorish dolarium. That is backed by silver and gold. The real Monopoly money is the Federal Reserve notes, starting with Washington, Lincoln, Hamilton, Jackson, Grant, Franklin, and so on. That money is a debt and a fraud on our Moorish ancestral indigenous homeland of Northwest Amexem.
What, in the Doo Hickey, makes you think that Federal Reserve notes would be a fraud?
Before 1933, our money was still linked to silver and gold. That was taken away from us during that year, and now we are using fake money printed all over the country at the Federal Reserve banks from San Francisco to Boston.
This is an irrelevant argument, and hardly a justification for paying in. Moorish dolarium. Does your client have access to actual Federal Reserve notes?
Yes, but why, in the Doo Hickey, is that a relevant question?
Instead of $199 in Federal Reserve notes, your client will have to pay at least $822 if she were to plead guilty.
Why so much, Your Honor?
$597 for the property she tried to pay for in dolarium, $50 court cost fee, $75 victims' rights fee, and the $75 attorney fee. But if the jury finds in your favor, your client would just have to pay your retainer fee.
My client was in a time bind, Your Honor. The store was about to close, and she really needed the clothes. She would have gone to an ATM to withdraw Federal Reserve notes, but there was a major outage with Amexem Bank. And she doesn't trust the other corporational company banks, as they are too corporational and too pro-strawman.
Couldn't she apply for a Moorish dolarium credit card?
There is no such thing.
If she had an ATM card, she should have known to use it when buying the clothes. Then she would be out only $199 in dolarium. Your client made things extremely unnecessarily difficult for herself. I hope the money she is paying you is worth it.
Well, what, in the Doo Hickey, do we do now?
We can win this case. The judge will realize that the dolarium is the real currency, and the Federal Reserve notes are the fakes. Yoyo lost the case, and now she is out at least $1,822, the extra $1,000 being for Kwangmyongsong Bey's online law seminars. So, $822 in Federal Reserve notes, and $1,000 in dolarium. But at least she was able to see Kwangmyongsong Bey's law seminars in their entirety. Stay away from Moorish science. It will ruin your life. Hey Luna, where is your super chat?
Try as you might, you're not gonna get rid of me. Special counsel Jack Smith is a really bad hombre. He's corrupt. All the charges against me are gonna be dropped. Just you wait.
Amigos USA. Amigos USA. Making me look like a fool in court. I bet you gave COVID to the dry cleaner on the day I was supposed to be in court. Yeah, you, Amigos USA. Please buy my online law seminars, based on Black's Law Dictionary. Only $125 per seminar.
Isn't it nice now that the holidays are over?
The guests are gone.
Do we have the airfare and train tickets taken care of?
The airfare is paid, but the train tickets may be a few more days.
Why is that?
You can put the train fare on the phone, and all you do, while it's valid, is just create a single journey ticket, and it will create a QR code.
I hope we don't wait too long. It's going to be a fun vacation this February.
Darn, there was no porno this time. I wanted to slap Amigos USA with a $15,000 lien, payable only in dolarium.